Let me describe a situation. You're fine. You're calm. You're not thinking about them that much. Your life feels normal. And then suddenly, they disappear. No texts, no replies, no reactions to your stories. And now, you can't stop thinking about them. You check your phone more than you want to admit. You replay old conversations. You imagine explanations that don't exist. And here's the scariest part. You tell yourself, I think I actually really like them. But here's the uncomfortable question. Do you like them, or do you like the feeling of losing them? Because if this has ever happened to you, you're not dramatic. You're not broken. Your brain just turned into a slot machine. My name is Jilk, and I spend way too much time thinking about why we want people more when they're unavailable. And if you're someone who's ever obsessed over a person who ignores you, if silence makes you crave someone more than their presence ever did, or if you've caught yourself thinking, why am I more attached now than when they were actually here? Make sure you subscribe and hit like if this video helps you understand yourself even a little better. Because today, we're breaking down something most people never talk about clearly, the intermittent love theory, and why your brain becomes addicted to maybe, and how to break this cycle before it destroys your emotional life. Here's the thing. Most people think they fall in love because someone is special, kind, compatible. Psychology disagrees. According to research published by the American Psychological Association, the strongest emotional attachments aren't created by consistent affection. They're created by intermittent reinforcement. Now you might be thinking, that sounds clinical. What does that actually mean? It means this. You don't bond the hardest with people who show up every time. You bond with people who show up sometimes warm, sometimes distant, sometimes gone. That unpredictability keeps your brain hooked. Let's use a simple analogy. Slot machines. Casinos don't make money because people lose every time. They make money because sometimes you win. That almost win, that maybe next time, that's dopamine. And here's where it gets interesting. A Harvard study found that the brain releases more dopamine when rewards are unpredictable than when rewards are guaranteed. Translation? Someone who's always available feels safe. Someone who's inconsistent feels addictive. Your brain doesn't say, this person is good for me. Your brain says, what if this time I win? This is what most people don't realize. When someone pulls away, your brain doesn't process it as rejection. It processes it as scarcity, and humans are wired to chase what feels scarce. That's why you idealize people who ignore you. You romanticize potential instead of reality. You feel euphoric when they come back after disappearing, not because it's love, because it's chemistry. Unstable chemistry. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, but I'm not addicted, I just care. And that makes sense. No one likes hearing this. But here's the test. If you want someone more when they disappear and feel uncertain or bored when they're present, that's not connection, that's conditioning. And yes, that realization hurts. Let me tell you a real story. A friend of mine dated a guy for months. When he was consistent, she felt unsure. When he pulled away, she panicked. Then one day, he disappeared completely, and she told me, I think he was the love of my life. But when he came back, the anxiety disappeared, and so did the obsession, because it was never him, it was the absence. Here's where it gets really interesting. Intermittent love doesn't just affect who you date, it affects how you see yourself. Every time someone disappears and you wait, your brain learns something dangerous. I have to earn love. And that belief creates emotionally exhausted adults chasing mixed signals, confusing anxiety for passion. That's how people end up stuck in cycles they don't even enjoy. Step 1. Measure how you feel when they're present. Not when they leave, not when they pull away, when they're actually there. Ask yourself this, honestly. Do I feel calm, or do I just feel relieved? Because relief is not connection. Relief is your nervous system saying, the threat is gone. For now. And if someone's presence only gives you relief, that means your absence is your baseline. That's not love. That's regulation through another person. Step 2. Watch patterns, not promises. People fall in love with words. I'm just busy. I'm not ready right now. I care, I just need space. But your brain doesn't attach to words. It attaches to patterns. Consistency beats intensity every single time. A person who shows up quietly and predictably will never feel as exciting as someone who appears and disappears. But excitement is not a measure of compatibility, it's a measure of instability. Step 3. Change the question. Most people ask the wrong question. They ask, why don't they choose me? That question keeps you stuck in self-blame. A better question is, why am I attracted to someone who destabilizes me? Because attraction isn't random, it's patterned, and once you see the pattern, you stop romanticizing it. Step 4. The uncomfortable rule. Here it is. If you only want someone when they disappear, you don't want them. You want the dopamine. You want the anticipation, the hope, the maybe. And that doesn't make you weak, that makes you human. But staying there once you understand it, that's a choice. Look, real love doesn't feel like a constant emergency. It doesn't feel like gambling. It doesn't feel like waiting for a text. It feels stable, predictable, and yes, at first, almost boring. But that boring feeling, that's peace. And peace doesn't hit like anxiety, but it builds something anxiety never will. If this video made you think, hit like, subscribe, and remember this. Not everything that accelerates your heart loves you. Sometimes it's just activating an old wound. I'll see you in the next video.